Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're basically going to be talking about why I personally believe that closures are better than frontals, which everybody knows it. At least I feel like that in my own mind. Everybody knows that closures, especially these, this is a 6x6, is better than wearing a frontal, especially for a newbie. Now, closures versus frontals, and honestly, my preference and what I like to wear. As you can see, this is the closure. So, but first and foremost, let me say, if you are a first time wig wearer, then you're gonna wanna wear closures, because closures, most of the closures in my opinion are gonna be glueless. um if you were in a 7x7, I think you're probably gonna need a little gel just to like gel it down, you know. But for the most part, closures are glueless. You could just pop it on, pop it off, pull it on, pull it off, pull it on, pull it off. Okay, so that's the best part of closures. This is a closure unit that I made. I absolutely love closures because they could still look like, give you a realistic like look, in my opinion, depending on the lace. So that's a factor. When you're getting, whether closures or frontals, you have to have, it has to be thin. And even if it's not super thin, I think you could get away with it if it's like a 5x5 closure and it is transparent lace or like HD lace. I think you could probably get away with it. If the lace matches like your skin color, you could get away with it, I believe. So closures are just, I have this closure here, so this is the only one. I'm sorry guys. I'll probably show you a couple wigs that I've made, because I have a 6x6 closure wig, and I made a 7x7 closure wig for my mom. So I'm gonna go get that and come back and show you guys. Hey guys, so I'm back. So I don't have any 4x4 closures that I could show you, but if you're getting into wigs, honestly, just get a 5x5 closure wig made. I don't even use 4x4 closures anymore. I just decided that, honestly, a couple days ago, that I'm going to just mandatory for all wigs that's ordered from me. Standard size closure wig that you're gonna get is 5x5. We starting off with 5x5. No more 4x4s. I don't like them. It's too much hair jam packed on that little closure. The part is so little. I'm not using it no more. No more. So the standard for me now is gonna be 5x5, and this is a 5x5. You see? Look at it. So I'm gonna put it on my head. I ain't gonna take my wig off, okay? Because they look crazy under here. So this is like a 5x5. Okay? So that's enough room when you pluck it and make it look pretty, and then you have like little baby hairs if that's what you want, or no baby hairs. That's enough room. To me, like, that's enough room, and that's enough for a beginner. Because if you are a beginner and you still don't know how to do the baby hairs, you know, you don't need that much. So 5x5 standard, that is like, that's good enough. Now I'm gonna show you guys a 6x6. This is a 6x6. So 5A5, 6x6. Look at it. So this is what it looks like front. Now let me try to put it on for you guys. So this is a little bit more, and I like 6x6 closures. So for me personally, it just depends how much money I will want to spend, or how much money you want to spend. These closures get expensive now. The closures that I'm seeing, but then it depends what type of hair you're getting. Like, okay, so if you're getting raw hair, you're gonna spend close to $200. I'm gonna say the least I've seen a raw 6x6 closure or 5x5 would be, from the least I've seen it, is like 160, 160, 165 to 180, 190. If you're getting virgin hair, right? And this is virgin hair. So this is virgin hair, 5x5, and this is raw, 6x6. Which you could tell the difference between raw and virgin. So the virgin, I don't know. I would sell a 5x5 virgin hair closure. Depends the length. This is 12 inches. Let's say the standard 16, 18. Maybe 110, 15, 20. So around there. So they'll be just a tad bit cheaper with virgin hair. 5x5 and 6x6 closures. It'll be a tad bit cheaper. But the raw is really like expensive. So honestly, for me, I don't care either. Or I guess whichever one is cheaper, because I'll be doing that sometimes. Like, oh, whichever one is cheaper, I'm gonna do, because I like both and it's not too much of a big deal. So whichever one is cheaper, you know, that's the one you should get. But for starters, for people who are starting off like with their first wig, just do 5x5 just to play it safe. Just do a 5x5 closure. And then work your way up to the 6x6 closures. And now I have a wig that I made for my mommy, and I made her, this was my first 7x7 wig that I've ever done. I will not do it again. I would, but it's going, you will have to pay extra. I'm sorry. Like, so this is the 7x7. It has a little hole, but this is a 7x7. See, so this is how wide it is, 7 inches across, 7 back, and then this is the 6x6 again. So you see the difference. This one is longer, going across and here. And the reason why I didn't like the 7x7 wig was because it's hard. So if you're a wig maker or you watch how to make wigs, you know, or you should know, that putting on a closure or frontal, whatever you putting on that cap has to be flat. So it was very hard in the back with using the 7x7 to get it so flat, because our head is like going, it's like a round shape in the back. Like this is our head per se. It's flat up here and then it's like going back, and then with that huge 7x7 trying to curve back with the natural shape of the head, like it was just really hard. I mean, I'm happy I not mastered it, but I'm happy I got through it and did it, and my mom likes the wig. But damn. Like I don't think I wouldn't personally do it again. Like I don't think so. If I do it, like, I'm definitely taking my time. I took my time with it, period, but it was just a lot of freaking work. So, and for me, trying it on, because me and my mom's head size is about the same, I didn't really need to glue it, but I would just want to, because not glue it, gel it, like use your got-to-be spray and gel, because I like extra security. Sorry guys, my eyelashes. So extra security. For my 6x6 wig that I have a deep wave 6x6 wig, I even I glue it down sometimes. In the summertime when it's really hot and I sweat easily and my wig could just slide back, I glue the 6x6 down. 5x5 is really snug, I don't need to. But for starters, start off with a 5x5 wig, closure wig, and you'll be good. Now I'm gonna show you guys a frontal wig that I have. Alright, so this is my frontal wig that I have, my curly one. So this was a 13x6. So you have, I don't have a 13x4. Those are the most standard frontals you're gonna get, which I didn't know going into like making wigs. So the standard is 13 inches across and 4 inches like parting space. It's I haven't seen a whole bunch of companies that have frontals that are 13 by 6. I haven't seen too many. Companies do carry it, but not everybody. The standard is a 13 by 4 when it comes to frontals. So this is a 13 by 6. So in the middle, this is 6 inches parting space in the middle only, not on the sides. So this is my Burmese curly short bob one. I just threw her everywhere. Yeah, so for me, again, this frontal can be worn without any glue or gel. But for me, I like security. Actually, no, that's a lie. So this part, I don't have, on this side, I don't have to put any glue or gel, because like the hair comes falling like towards like a swoosh. But this side with the baby hairs is a little bit, I do add a little, got to be like spray or gel and just hold it down just for security. But for the most part, necessary. If I really didn't want to put any, like just wear completely glueless, I could do that. Because of where I place the actual band, but it kind of hurts a little bit, so I just been too lazy to fix it. But sometimes after a couple hours, I'm like, I gotta take this wig off. But I mean, honestly, for beginners, if it's not a glueless frontal wig, don't do it. Just don't do it. And I learned the hard way. My first wig ever was a frontal. Me and my mom, we did it, and we went against what everybody said on YouTube, because I was watching. This is before I even started making wigs, like right before. And we was watching so many YouTube videos, and we still did it anyway. They said don't do it, don't get a frontal wig for your first wig. We did it anyway. I mean, it didn't come out bad, but it was a lot of work, and we didn't fully know how to wear it. So you live and you learn. So for me personally, do not like get for your first wig a frontal wig if it is not glueless. You hear me? If it's not like the Virgin Hair Fantasy, Deja Lade on Instagram. I love her wigs too. She makes nice glueless wigs. I'm still trying to figure it out, but don't worry, I'm gonna have glueless frontal wigs. That's in 2020, so soon. But yeah, like if it's not glueless, I don't think that you should do it. It's for your first wig. I don't think so. So that's just my recommendation. I like closure wigs anyway. This is a closure wig. This is actually a 4x4. I love it, and I'm surprised with curly. Listen, I'm surprised because I don't like 4x4s anymore, but this one I'm loving it. So the pros and cons. So of course the cons with closures is that you don't have the same partners. Well, let me not say that, because if you get a bigger closure, you can basically have the same partner space, unless you wanted to do a deep like part to the side or something. Then like something crazy like that, you can. Or like to have it behind the ear, like, you know, tuck behind the ear. I like to do that with my frontal wigs too. You can't do that with the closure wigs. And what else? I think that's about it. Like, so you, with the frontal, you have a little bit more, you know, parting space. The closures, less parting space. You can't do the tuck behind ear, the hair behind the ear. Like, you know, frontals do, you know, look more natural. But the cons with frontals is that, and it's not, if it's not glueless, then you have to gel it down or glue it down. And if you're using bow hold, you might as well sleep in it. And for me personally, if you're like me, this is just my opinion. People that are used to wearing, I've only been wearing wigs for a couple years now, not too long. But I wasn't wearing, it's not like I was wearing weave before this, or, you know, like weaves all the time. People who wear weaves or used to wear weaves are used to going to sleep with the hair on their head. I'm not used to that, and I don't like it. So with frontals, if you get it done, or if you're gluing it down yourself or whatever the case is, you gotta sleep in it basically. and or put it on and off every day. And who's doing that? So basically, I just sleep in it. I don't like to do that. So that's why I don't like frontals. I do like that they can look super realistic, even though a closure can also look as realistic, but it looks even more realistic because you know the size and the baby hands and all that. But I still, it's just too much. People who don't want to do all that work, who just want to throw in a wig, if it's curly and add some water, a little bit of gel, or if it's straight and just straighten it maybe on the night before and just pop it on and go. That's just a closure all the way. Frontals, again, unless it's glueless, I'm telling you, don't do it. Not for your first wig. It's going to be a nightmare. It's not going to be what you think it is. I looked on YouTube and was like, I could do that. Don't worry, like, I could do this. I could easily do that. And Lord, I didn't know what I was doing. So for my suggestion, do not get a frontal wig unless it's glueless for your first unit. I say even wait, get like 3, 4, 5 units and then graduate to frontals. But do not do it. Don't do it. So I recommend for everybody the standard, the standard 5x5. If you've been wearing wigs a little bit longer, 6x6. But for me, that's it. That's it. Like, no more. These are the only 2 closures. Y'all most likely, for a wig for me, unless it's this wig, you know, it's a 4x4. But any other wig you see me in, it's going to be a 5x5 or 6x6. And that's what I suggest you guys get. Okay, they're the best thing ever. They're glueless. You don't even have to use got to be freaking spray. You just put it on and go. Okay? And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to just pop on some nice hair and then just go about their day? And the winter time's coming. Don't nobody got time for all that. No, nobody got time for that. Trust me, because I've been out and my wig was lifting. I went to Sky Zone. My crazy self went to Sky Zone for my sister's birthday, right? In New Rochelle, okay? And I had on a frontal wig. And if you ever been to the Sky Zone in New Rochelle, it's the one where you do the dodgeball and do other activities, and then the stairs over is where you like jump into like a whole bunch of these soft little cube things, whatever. And I jumped into it and I felt like I felt a hard like shirt. And I'm like, I know. I was holding, or I'm like, is your frontal, like, is your wig coming off? And I was feeling, and I'm trying to get up at the same time, and my cousins and my mom everybody's waiting to see, like, oh, what happened? She's taking forever to get out, and she's holding her hair. Is it coming off? And the side on my freaking frontal, because it's the blonde one with the bang, that's the half up, half down with the bang, that wig I wore. Like a freaking fool, and it was coming up. And then we still had to go out to eat after that. So don't be like me. Don't do it. Get you closure standard, again, 5x5, 6x6, and you're good to go. Okay, guys? And also, this weekend, I'm gonna do a review on this beautiful hair, on this wig that I made, and the company that sent it to me. I'm trying to get you guys a good discount code so that you can go out and purchase it. And if you wanna get a wig made by me, this beautiful wig, and I'm telling you, you only need 2 bundles, so definitely come get your wigs made by me. I'm trying to get you guys a good discount code for this beautiful luscious hair. I get a lot of compliments on it. I'm telling you, I love it. And for the winter time with this hair, come on, in the winter, bitch, I'll be warm as hell. Alright, bye guys. So comment down below, subscribe, and let me know like what you guys like what you prefer. If you prefer the closures over the frontals or frontals over the closures, or your experience with glueless, because I've only had kind of 1.5 experience. This wig is like glueless, but then it's not so much, but whatever. So let me know what you guys prefer, and let me know if you've had any crazy stories like I've had. I had a couple. I'll probably do a story time on that, on my frontal experiences. Okay, let me know, share this video, and until next time, bye guys.